Hi everyone, my name is Yasin and welcome to the web development course. Today, this is going to be a trial lesson and yes, we are not in a live video where I can interact with you or engage with you, but I will try to keep this video more engaging and interactive. Okay, now before we start, let me give you an introduction about myself. My name is Yasin Syed and I'm an ICT engineer educator from Google Microsoft. And I'm a programmer, designer, game developer. I'm also working with cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. Today, we are going to have an introduction and a trial a lesson for web development course that we offer. We definitely do offer other courses as well, but this is one of our very trending and I'll say one of our very biggest course that we do provide to our students. Web development, before you start, it's one of the trending, or I'll say it's the life of internet. And it's like, websites. You go to websites. One of your very daily needs. It's whether it could be Facebook, YouTube, or Google. You're really used to it, right? Now, making these websites aren't too hard. It look like, oh my God, that might take too much time, or it's gonna be too hard, or some magical works needed in order to create such websites. Well, creating websites is no hard. In this tutorial, I'll take you through the whole introduction about programming fundamentals and how do you create a website in a very simple steps. So by the end of the tutorial or by the end of this lesson, you will be having enough idea, you'll be having enough knowledge on how websites are created, how they are built, and you can then decide whether you want to enroll this course or you don't want to. Good. Now, there is something that I will be expecting from you, as this whole video will not be where we can interact in a live way. So you are supposed to still engage yourself by giving me some ideas or sharing your knowledge. But basically, I cannot hear you, but I'll assume that you are sharing some ideas with me. Now, you will show me a thumbs up sign if everything is going good. Thumbs down if it's not going good. Now, if you're an adult, you might think like, why thumbs up and thumbs down? But it will keep you interacted, right? So, step number one, you're not supposed to worry about any code, any software, anything today, because this is just a trial lesson. And a trial lesson, this is just for your knowledge and for in order to make you understand about what this course has, so you can enroll and then start learning everything from the first level. So the teacher who will be teaching you this course will be definitely helping you with everything, basically everything. So don't worry about anything right now. The second thing is if everything is going fine, show me the thumbs up sign. I will be asking you some questions and I will be expecting that you will be saying me something there. I'll try to keep the whole quick trial really shorter and maybe more clear. And I will try to keep it as simple as it could be so you catch up with me. But still, if anything makes you like confused or something, don't worry about it. Okay. Now, I will be sharing the whiteboard and we will get started. So if you have any, if everything is pretty much going well, show me a thumbs up sign. Oh, great. Thank you. Now let's go to the whiteboard. Now, the first question that comes up in the mind before we start making websites or to know more about websites is why are we learning computer science for these websites, or what are we going to do, or what's the real need of it? Starting from the very first question, what's computer science for website? Computer science for website is a way of adding programs, codes, or technology um, behind I'll say a platform, behind a way where you can attract millions of users, millions of people to your website where they can interact, they can view, they can, I'll say, do some business or learn something or get something or buy something or watch something or even get benefit from your content. So the websites are, I'll say, the soul of internet. Now, people say building websites are sometimes too harder or it's like a way of work of a professional. Well, the answer is yes. A professional do is needed to create a website that can attract millions of users from the all over the world and then give the best results outside. But learning how to be a professional like that is not hard. If it just takes a lot of your practice and some lessons on how to build your website. Now, there are different kinds of websites, a blog or social media, and so much more. All definitely starts from some basic point. Now, building a website is depending on the codes that you're going to write. Starting from the very basic, we will be using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which I will be showing you in this video ahead. Um, don't worry, all these programming languages aren't too hard. Okay. Now, the second need is why do we need to learn this programming language? Let me help you with a very simple explanation. Let us say you are making a website for yourself. Okay. So, this is your website, which is going to be on internet. I'll just say my website. So, on your website, you want to say something. I'll say, welcome, user, welcome to the web page or website of something. Okay. It's a text there, and you have some cool content, whatever you want, some really cool pictures, and on a horizontal way. You have a cool navigation bar on top, and so much more. Now, all these content, all everything, they are some kind of text or maybe images or representation or visual designs, which human can read or understand. Now, when it comes for human reading and understanding, there are many people around the world who speak like different language. Like there are many languages which are spoken around the world, like English, French, Russian, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and so much more. Just like this, there are many websites which are published around the world as well. Now, when the websites are published, definitely there are many people who are using a mobile device or a laptop or a computer around the world too, right? Now, all these computers which are around, like they are spread around this globe, this whole earth. Do you think all these computers also have some kind of different languages, just like what we read or what we see? Well, some people say I have been to different place and I've been using internet over there. I have seen like people using a different text or different kind of different language on their Google or something. Well, that's a good answer because the website that you view in a different country can have a different text or different language displayed out there. But all the computers, no matter what kind of computer it is, it could be a robot, it could be a computer, it could be a desktop, it could be a mobile phone, it could be a tablet. All these computers from inside usually work in one language. This one language is called binary. Have you ever heard of this word called binary? Binary are binaries are sets of one. I'll say binaries are set of one and zeros. Like usually goes like 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. So in a very simple way, if you want to say hello, my name is something, in binary can take you about 1 zeros, 1 zeros, 1 zeros, 1 0 1 0 1 0, maybe hundreds of these and even more. So binary is confusing, sometimes frustrating, and it takes a lot of time and it can give you a lot of errors as well. So, is there any way out? Yes, well, there is. I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever been to any country or place before where people don't speak your language? Maybe a different foreign trip or a vacation. Did you? Okay, let us say if you haven't been there, you're going to a very foreign country or a town where people don't speak your language, and you're in a very local shop buying an ice cream. Okay, and the person who is selling you this ice cream does not like don't speak the language what you understand, or he doesn't even know what to respond to you or what to ask, and you don't even know what to say. So how are you going to order your ice cream from that strange person who don't understand anything? Okay, yeah, you can use your mobile phone to use a Google Translate. You can use the body language. You can even ask someone to guide you or help you in buying an ice cream. All these things come under one idea, which is called translation. Now, this will make it more simple for you. All the programming languages act as a translator between computers and us. So if you want to make any command or anything we want to do with the computer, we use a programming language to build, to develop, and design everything. They will act as a translator between us. So I'm just going to write here programming languages inside this box. Okay, look simple. Now, there are many programming languages based on different kind of activities or different kind of projects or different kind of things you want to build. If you want to make games, if you go with Unity, you go with Lua, there are many. If you want to make applications, if you want to make applications, you go with Java, you have React, you have some different co-programming language for that. Just like to make websites, there are many languages that you have to learn. But to make a very basic or to learn web development, we will be using three programming coding language, which is basically HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now, you don't need to worry about them right now. You'll be learning everything in a course in a complete order. So let me just write a very simple code in JavaScript. That is document.write. Hello. Now, can you tell me which one looks simple to you? Like document.write hello. That's A. Or maybe hundreds of lines of these ones and zeros. So which one do you think is more simple? Right. A, because it's something that you understand or you can write, it's not too much, and it's something that you can learn or even understand by just looking at it. So that makes your work really, really simple. You want to build up a web page, you find out the programming language that you want to work with. Okay. That programming language, from that programming language, you're going to write some commands or codes to the computer, and these codes will go to the computer memory. Something is going to happen here. You don't need to worry about them right now. So finally, after these things are gonna get compiled or translated, finally you will see a website working. That means you will see a published web page on your computer itself. Now, if everything is clear till here, show me a thumbs up sign. Perfect, great. You guys are kind of really smart. Okay, so the next thing we will be doing here is how this course will help you to learn web development. You're going to learn this course in different steps. Basically, it keeps on going because web development is something which never ends. You see internet, as long as internet lives, there is no end for web development. You will be interacted. There are many thousands, millions, thousands of websites around the world. And there is like new innovations coming out every time. You need to learn them, you need to understand them. So this course definitely teaches you how to create your first website, how to make them more interactive, dynamic, and also teach you about some advanced web development strategies. So before we start, the course will take you through some really simple steps. That's like you will be learning HTML, where you will be taught about how to add contents to your web page. That means adding some kind of cool paragraphs, bigger headings, some list, pictures, videos, websites, integrations, and so much more. The next level that you will be learning after this will be the CSS. So what's CSS? CSS is basically how do you design your web page? Okay, now let's say I want to have a heading in the center. I want to have all the paragraphs aligned in the center. I want to have some pictures like these, or one on this side, one on that side, a cool background, and a big video playing over here. So it's basically more about designing. After completing these two levels, you will be taken down to the third level. And this is kind of really coolest one, where you'll be taught about JavaScript. Now, what's JavaScript? JavaScript is a programming language which gives interactivity to your website, which helps which gives logic to your website, which makes your website work. Okay, so in a very simple way, what JavaScript is, let us say in your website you have a button. If you click on this button, the website calculates some points and tell you about it over here, and also change some background music, or change the background wallpaper, and let you play a cool game in the site. So the JavaScript makes your website interactive, make it work, add logic to the website buttons or everything, and it's the one of the very coolest thing about web development. As soon as you're going to progress after that, it will add up to your advanced level in web development, where you're going to learn about frameworks. You're going to learn about many more things over here in order to make your website even much more better. Now, let's just create a very simple website on my computer, and you will see how simple it is to build up a website all from scratch. Cool. So, show me a thumbs up sign if everything is pretty much cool till here. Perfect. Good job, guys. Now, we'll create a website. Let us say I want to make a website about, um, can you give me a topic? Well, I don't, I'm always off topics. So let us say I'm going to keep it about web development. Okay. Or let us say I want to make up something about education. Good. So I created a folder. And remember, don't worry about any software, any codes that I will be typing or using today. It's just an informative lesson for you, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna make a very simple web page, okay, which is basically writing few lines of code, and you will be seeing the output of it. So I'm just gonna write here body. I will come down, close the body, and close the HTML. Now, what do you think about this head and the body is basically about? They are just the head is basically the top section of your web page, while the body is the where you add the content. You'll be learning everything in much more detail. This is just a trial lesson. Don't get yourself confused. So I'll just say education, and I'm just gonna close the H1, and I'll save this thing. And the wait, I'll just give it a title here as well. So title will be education as well. Let's close the title and let's save it. I'll save it in the folder I just created, which is called education. And I'm going to name this page as index or education.html. It doesn't matter. Good. As soon as I did that, you will see our first web page is created. Wow, isn't that cool? You created a web page within a matter of seconds. Now take a look over here. This is your first website. Cool, right? You got some title and a first heading. That's still kind of really simple. So here is what we can do. I'm going to add some content here. That means I was thinking about adding some cool paragraphs about education. I'll add it up over here. Some images, which I think can be added. So I'll just add an image here. And I will also link a website integration here, which will make this website, if someone wants to learn more, can even actually go over here and learn more about it. So I'll say learn more, and I'm just gonna keep it over here and integrate the web page into it. Okay. So iframe equals iframe src equals. Don't worry about any code. I'm just trying to make it really, really simple for you all. Okay. And width, I'm gonna give it about. Sorry, I already gave a width. So let's keep it 800. Close this thing. And iframe. Don't worry about any code that we are doing today. Okay. I'm gonna match up here as well. I'm gonna match this one as here as well. Good. Now let's go and get some content about our web page. It's because it's kind of really empty. So we will be using I'll be using Wikipedia because it's kind of really quick to fill up things, but we won't be using that for a real website where you publish the work because it will be not right. So I will just say education because as we are just learning about how websites are built, using a Wikipedia will be all fine. So education, Wikipedia. I think I'm just gonna use all of this paragraph here, and I'll paste that paragraph over here. Do you see how it came up? I'll break some lines. I think I need to just do it 2 lines after each one. And I'll show you how your web page look now. So save it. Let's come back to your web page. And there we go. How does it look? You add some kind of cool paragraph over here. And definitely an image which is not going to come up because we haven't added it. Let's see if we can add more information. So I'm just going to come down and I'm going to copy the whole thing, all of it, and come back here. After the image, I'll be pasting another paragraph from the internet, and I will close the p tag and make sure I break the lines as well because breaking lines will definitely make us understand about all this texts are organized or structured in the right way. And let me show you how this web page look now. There we go. Do you see how cool that is? Great. Now we are just left with adding an image. So I'll go back here and I will search for images and not Wikipedia. I'll just try to see if we can just get a good image about education. So let us see if I'm going to use this one. Right click on this image, copy the image address, come back, and I'll just paste the link over here. Now let me show you how your web page looks. Three, two, one, and go. Let's reload this thing. Cool. You got the image out here. Now we are left with the web page integration. We will do that as well. So I'll just go back here and I'll try to see if I can get some good website about education. So I'm just gonna go over here. All right, this link look good. That says the 50 great books about education. Okay, this is a good web page. Let's just see if we can integrate this website with us. So I'm just gonna copy the link of this website, come back to our code. This is the place where you can integrate a website. I'm gonna just paste it, save it. Let's come back and reload. All right, now it says that website failed to integrate, so we can just use Wikipedia for now. So I'm going to come back to Wikipedia, copy the link, come back to the coding place. We'll try to delete this code first and paste the Wikipedia link. Okay, save it. Now let's reload. Do you see? In your web page, you also have a Wikipedia about education. Cool. Now, there is something missing in our webpage that is the designs, the sounds, and so much more. I was also thinking about what if I can have a YouTube video playing in my webpage. So I'll go to education about and search on YouTube, and let's see if we can get some really good video where people can learn about YouTube. Um, so we will just go for it, and I will say because it's women in the 19th century, I think that will be a cool topic. So, or we can go with war and explosion, crash course. There are so many videos out here. You can just select any one of your cool video and we will use it in the website. So let me think about if I can get something. Let me search something really specific about education. So education. What is education for? All right, that's a pretty cool video. I'll be using this video in my website. So copy the video and come back to the coding side. And I will try to paste that thing right after my heading. Save it. I need to change some kind of size. So it will be this and it will be this. Save it. Let's see how my web page looks. Three, two, one, and go. Cool. Do you see? Yeah, we have a YouTube video. You have everything that you need. Now your website look kind of really cool. Something is missing. Yeah, the designing. So I'm just gonna make a new page. I'll save it and we will use the CSS code to design your web page. This is where you will be learning about CSS as well. So this is the second step in the course where you'll be learning about how you can design your web page after learning about how to add the content. So don't worry about anything right now. You're just taking a look about how simple, how easy it is to build these websites. So I would say my body should have a background image. Okay, we will add the image later. I want the background to be having a size like cover. Also, background to be, I need to give some margin because starting from the very end, I don't think it's a good idea. And all the text of my website to be line in center. Font family, I would like to keep it Comic Sans. Okay, and I think that's pretty much it. Let me save it. And yeah, I want to change the color for the whole web page to be white. Now we just need to get a picture about education. So I'll just go to images and I will search about education. So education wallpaper. Let's see if we can get a good, let's just go for the GIF picture, the moving pictures. They're kind of cool. So I like this one. We are still using it for learning, so it's kind of you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about anything, okay? Because you're just using it for the learning purposes. So let me see if I can get something cooler. What about this? Oh, it's from Animator, I think. Uh, can there be something really cool we can go with? I'm thinking. Let me see if there could be something really cool we can add to our web page. No, that's not a GIF. GIF are the moving pictures. Let me see if I can just have something from here. Let me see if what about okay, let's use this one. Copy image address, come back here, paste it, save it. Now the text, because the picture is going to be that, the text should be something like red or something. Cool. Save it. Now see, let's see how a web page looks. Three, two, one, and go. Cool. This thing is not making it look cool. I'm just gonna take it off. All right. What about now? Cool. That's your website. It's looking kind of really cool. Now I just want to make some changes again. So H1 should have a background color as black. Okay. Background. Um, I'll just say border color as red. We'll change all the text again white, black back to white. The border color red, border radius should be around 60 px. I'll show you the difference. Border style, I'll keep it solid, or I'll keep it outside. I will say border width is gonna be about 6 px, and we need to give some padding about 10 px. Margin for about 25 px, and font size because it's our heading, so it's gonna be definitely bigger, 80 px. Px are like just like pixels. I'm just gonna keep it h2, um, and they are all gonna have this particular thing here, and I'm just gonna save it. Or I can make it more easier for you to understand or to work with. I'm just gonna say h1, h2, paragraph, um, iframe, and the images, or do the same thing, just h1. Um, I just need to take out the font size from there. So I'm just gonna take out the font size from there. I'll paste it here, and we'll just try to do it for all the rest of the thing. So H1 will have 80 px, while H2 will have 50 px, and the paragraph will have around 30 px. I think that will be pretty much it. Let's take a look about our webpage now. There we go. Cool. You think our website is looking much cooler now? Isn't that cool? Let me try to play the video in our webpage and see how it looks. So there we go. Three, two, one, and go.
Everyone agrees that education is hugely important. The thing is, we're not particularly sure what we want from it. The aim of education should be to prepare us for the challenges of adult life. Yet, from this perspective, it's clear that schools fail all but a tiny portion of their students, whether in highly academic private schools or in deprived.
Cool. Isn't that good? Now we just created that website within a matter of few minutes. Interesting, right? All right. So show me a thumbs up sign if you think everything was pretty much clear till there. All right. Great. Now, before we end this meeting, I just want to ask you about what do you think? So, how was the lesson? Do you think learning web development will be something really cool and gonna give open doors for your creativeness so you can create a cool website, learn about them, use them, and even publish your real website online to the internet and let other people visit them? Great. So I hope this whole thing was pretty much interesting for you. Before we go, I would also like you to go and watch our website. Kitty Code is one where you can find different courses which can be interesting for you or something that you are actually looking for. You might be not much interested in some, might you might be so much interested in the other one. So I would like you to go and find some course that you're interested to learn and to proceed your career with. So go through the course, have a trial for that course, and think about it whether it will be something interesting for you or not. Um, though you have the cool, good trial today for the web development, this is some kind of an idea that I will recommend you to see if something there is you will be looking for. There is something that you could be, you know, could be kind of cool for you, and something that you are actually looking for from a very long time, but you don't know where to start from. So this could be a very good platform for you to build up your I'll say your skill sets that can be used for future, not just for kids. I'm also teaching for adults, and I believe that uh, finding the sets of skills which you are looking or which you think can be a good source of your growth is a great achievement. So spend some time, see if there are any courses which you think uh, gonna be something that you're exactly looking for. Do give it a visit to our website, and you can definitely learn more anytime you want. Next thing, hope this whole tutorial was pretty much interesting for you. We covered up many things. I try to keep it simple, but there is definitely this journey of web development keeps on going. So if you're interested, please join the course and join the learning journey of web development. Hope everything was pretty much cool. Hope everything was clear, and I did satisfied you according to your expectations you had before the lesson. And if there will be anything I could do for you, please let us know anytime. And I think that will be pretty much clear. If everything was good, we are done with the trial. Give me a high five, everyone. Three, two, one, and go. Great. Thank you for joining today, being with me. Thank you, dear coder, for being with me for that past few minutes. Um, and hope I will see you sooner, and we can carry on with some creative, interesting learning journey with you. So till then, take care of yourself and goodbye.